because I think Pat Mahomes could wind up surpassing Brady if he works at it. You know what I'm saying?
The Steve Serrano Show. He talks with your favorite celebrities, gets the exclusive interviews, and never seen before performances. Here's your host, Steve Serrano.
Ask, before we talk music here, Nelly, I've got to ask. I know you're St. Louis. I'm Kansas City.
Okay.
And I know you're a Tom Brady fan. What happened to those Chiefs in the Super Bowl, buddy?
Yo, you know what? You guys will be all right. Don't sweat it, bro. Listen. First of all, Mahomes he's the deal. He's that deal, bro. Don't even sweat that. Let TB get him one on it. You know what I'm saying? Let the GOAT do his thing. You guys will be here for plenty more. And you know what? It's probably the best thing, and I know you guys probably don't want to hear that, but it's probably the best thing that could have happened to Pat, because one thing that you don't ever want to happen is to think it's that easy. You want that hunger to burn, because Michael Jordan is not Michael Jordan if he comes in the league and dominates right away. You see what I'm saying?
It takes time. It takes time.
It takes time. And even though he's had such great success in the beginning, I think this was one for him to let him know that, yo, this is still the NFL. And no matter how, you got to work your tail off, bro. And you got to have that hunger. Not saying that he didn't want it, because I think Pat Mahomes could wind up surpassing Brady if he works at it. You know what I'm saying? Because he definitely has the talent. And I love Pat. I love the Chiefs. I think you guys are phenomenal, man. But I got to root for the old guy. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard you say that before. You're like, you know what? We got to go with the GOATs. We got to go with the GOATs.
I got to go with the GOATs, baby. You know what I'm saying? We got to unite out here, bro. We got to stick together. The young GOATs are coming. You know?
I love that. I love that. Now, in St. Louis, did you go to the Lake of the Ozarks much? Like here in Kansas City, that's our place.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely growing up. You know what I mean? Growing up in St. Louis, you would love to take a little weekend trip up to the Lake of the Ozarks, here and there, a little 4th of July weekend, and, different things. And obviously we didn't have the type of money that Nelly going to the Lake of the Ozarks now would bring. But actually my guy, J.E. Epperson, who actually produced Country Grammar, like 70 to 80% of Country Grammar, he used to live out on the Ozarks. He at one time had the biggest boat at the Lake of the Ozarks.
You can't ever have the biggest boat. You can never have the biggest boat at the Ozarks.
No, he had the biggest boat at the Lake of the Ozarks at one time. Go research it. Go ask. He had a studio on it, and everybody would kind of tie their boats up around his boat, like at one point in time. Like go research it. Let me know.
Now,
let me know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Definitely.
Now, did you watch the Netflix show Ozark? Did you feel any correlation when you went down there when you were a kid?
Yeah, I watched it. It's a little far-fetched to believe, but
scary at the same time.
But definitely one of those situations where it's like, okay, all right. But yeah, man, you love the Ozarks. Love the Ozarks.
I got to talk to you too, musically. Country Grammar, 20 years ago. Talk to me how, I've heard this story before, but it's so incredible how you turned that into a radio hit. And you didn't even know, and you weren't involved with it, right?
Well, I wasn't involved with the edit.
Correct. Yes.
Actually, I did my music, and as an artist, you do your music the way you do your music. And if you hear somebody tampering with your song, and you're irate, so I heard that they made a radio edit of Country Grammar without my permission, so I'm coming to the studio, I'm steamed, I'm on one, you know what I mean? And I'm hot, I'm furious, bro. How dare you touch my music? Nobody called me. What is this bullshit I hear about? I'm just going in. And then they play it, and I hear boom, boom, and I'm like, look at this corny shit. Who the hell put this over the music? And I was just irate, bro. But people took to it, man. It worked. It worked. But it definitely was not my idea to put in boom, boom, And that was kind of like, shout out to the mix, Jesus Christ, I can't remember the guy who mixed the record. And then also my A&R, the coach, though they came up with something. I mean, it worked, bro. But it was not my idea to put in boom, boom, Definitely not.
That wasn't Nelly.
Definitely not.
Something else that worked 20 years ago, I mean, this is incredible, Nelly. You have to
Yeah,
admit,
man.
obviously you dreamed it. Everybody wants to dream to have
Yeah,
this
of course.
still 20 years ago. But I mean, you put in the time, you put in the effort, and it's still here. It's got to be a great accomplishment, even 20 years past now.
Huge. Anytime you get a chance to still have some type of relevancy in a career that you love to do 20 years later, I mean, what more could you ask for? To be able to create music from in one generation and to have it continue to have a great feeling generations later. It's like that's what you hope for as an artist. I mean, even as a painter, as a actor, as whatever in the art forms, that's what you dream about doing. And yeah, man, it was not just great for me, but it was also great from where I come from. You know what I mean? It represents not just Nelly, St. Lunatics, but it represents St. Louis, the Midwest, and putting that stamp on where we were in the middle of the map and getting a chance to show like, yo, you just don't have to be dope in a certain part of your city, in a certain part of your state, or in a certain part of your country, but you could be dope all over the world coming from St. Louis.
It's very true. It's very true. And now we're in 2021, and you're dropping more music, and you have such a great family, is what you've called too with FGL. How easy was it to work with these guys again, but now with Lil Bit?
It's always easy to work with those guys, man. I mean, obviously, 2013 we did the cruise, and that's kind of like when we made this bond, so to speak. And you know, when you watch guys that were bachelors when you first did this record, and now these guys are married with beautiful families and kids, and their fathers now, and you watch them, they're girl dads, and you know what I'm saying, and they're doing their thing, and it's just like, yo, it's crazy. I'm so happy for them, bro. And at the same time, you build this rapport. I mean, we've been on at least 2 tours together. We've done baseball stadiums. We've done one-off shows. We've done so many things together to help make this bridge and this lane of country music and hip hop and just the love of a music coming together, that I think that has allowed me to be in position to drop this EP, this Heartland EP, which hopefully again is the embarking on something that's very different, but you know, again, breaking the door down.
Now, did you do most of Heartland in Nashville? I know that's where the track Little Bit was created. Is that majority of the Heartland album too, the EP, excuse me?
Oh man, I would probably say 80% of Heartland, the EP was done. I mean, and we haven't broken it down yet because there's probably only going to be like 7 songs on it.
Sure.
And I've probably already done about 16. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just a little different. It's just a little different, but 80% of Heartland was done in Nashville. Man, I love Nashville. Great vibes. You know, I see why they call it, you know, Smashville. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, you know, I'm down there cranking them out. And I just love the vibe. I love the environment. The people are great. They embrace Nelly in Nashville from top to bottom. And it's dope, man. It's really dope.
You truthfully, you bring up the embrace Nelly, and it's true because I think you're honestly the only artist I know that has so many #1 songs all over almost every single format when it comes to music. Right. How does an artist accomplish anything like that? Because it's unexpected, nor is it even possible. How is it even possible?
I think just being what I like to call musically free. And that was something that I wanted to make sure that I created for myself, even coming out. And wanted to make sure that all my music was different. All my songs are different. So you can't just categorize Nelly. You can't just put it in this lane. And it allows so many people to rep you. Because if you ask one fan what's their favorite song, they all can tell you a different song of Nelly's. And the great thing about it is they can tell you a #1 song that they may like of Nelly that's totally different from a different #1 song that somebody else likes. And when you do that, you keep your options open. If one lane closes, you can try this lane. If that lane's not open, you can try this lane. A lot of artists can't do that. If they can't get through in this lane, they're shot. Basically, they almost have, you know, no other direction to go in. And fortunately enough, my fans allow me to have several different lanes and have several different options of creating music. So that's something that I was fortunate enough to establish early on in my career. So when it comes now, whatever I do is no surprise. You know what I mean? It's kind
True.
of like, no, it's no surprise. You just look at it like, is it a hit? Oh shit, it's Nelly. It's just Nelly. And I got to credit that to my fans and to the support that they allowed me to say, go for it, man. Go for it. Just do it.
It's true. You obviously you're not getting bored. You're continuing to write more chapters of Nelly's career. What inspires you every single day to keep trying new things and accomplishing new things? Obviously.
I mean, just what I got into it for, man. I've always, tried to, okay, we did that. Now what are we going to do? You get so many people that are content.
Sure.
They can accomplish something, and that's cool. It's kind of like that one athlete that plays till he gets the super duper max contract, and then all of a sudden he's done. You know what I'm saying? Like his hunger's gone. He's not, but then you also get those athletes that get that one max contract. So now they're working on getting the next one. You know what I'm saying? And they're playing even harder now. And they're like, no, you gave me 100 million. The next time you're going to give me 200 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just always been my mentality. Even growing up, I've always had that hustler type of mentality of, I'm going to try to give the people whatever they want at that time, not just whatever I want to sell them, but find out what's not being sold and try to get in that lane, because that's going to be the most successful if you can break through.
And you sold yourself as a dancer, right?
I don't know if I sold myself, but I had a lot of fun, bro. You know what I mean? And again, a credit to the fans.
100%.
That show is based on not just your scores, but your fan votes. And my fans were out in droves, bro. My people showed up for Nelly on that. And because obviously I was getting some of the lowest scores on the show, but you can definitely see the improvement. And in each round, my fans help getting me through it. And it was such a dope experience, man. And I want to send a shout out to Dancing with the Stars. The whole show was incredible. Shout out to Caitlin, who won. She deserved it. Her and Neve came in 1 and 2. And you want to talk about unbelievable dancers. Them mofos can dance, bro. Them mofos get down. And, for me to, be in third, it was an accomplishment. But, yeah, man, the whole experience, bro, was dope.
Yeah, honestly, you did a great job. Especially, I mean, it's not an easy concept at all, especially when you're going out there with the pros, for sure. Now, before you leave, obviously the new single, a little bit out now, Florida Georgia Line. You got to check it out. Later this summer, Heartland's coming out, your EP. I'm going to put you on a quick hot seat. Are you ready for this? This is the fan hot seat. Let's do this. All right.
Let's do it.
What is Nelly's favorite junk food?
My favorite junk food.
I know you don't eat a lot of junk food. I can tell.
No. Lay's Flaming Hot Potato Chips.
Look at that. Look at that. I bet I could figure out your favorite beverage, too.
Yeah, Anheuser-Busch.
There it is. There it is. I love it. What's the last thing Nelly does before bed?
Take a shower.
That's good. Okay. All right. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
What about favorite ice cream flavor?
Favorite ice cream flavor would probably be cookies and cream.
Okay. All right.
I'm a cookies and cream guy.
What about Nelly? Dogs or cats? What's he like?
Dogs.
What kind of dog?
Dogs.
What do you got?
Well,
I got Yorkie. I got tiny Yorkies. I got tiny Yorkies.
We got 3 small schnauzers, and they got the personalities of 3 pit bulls.
What is up with it's the little dog syndrome. It's the little dog syndrome. Is what it is.
Definitely.
It's embarrassing. Definitely. All right, a couple more. What is your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve, people not washing their hands after coming out of the bathroom. How you can watch people like walk out the bathroom and out. You almost want to say something.
We had the same conversation today.
Buddy, you missed the sink, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like I love poker, right? So you know how you get those breaks in poker, and everybody rushes to the bathroom, and you're just looking at people, and it's almost like one day I said something very, very loud in there. I said, yo, I hope everybody's stopping by the sink since we're all touching the same chips, and a bunch of in the bathroom just broke out laughing. You know what I'm saying? And you could just see people lining up at the sink because they didn't want to be the ones.
It's the truth, though. It's the absolute truth.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. All right. I was told to ask this again. I'm not from St. Louis. Best Chinese restaurant there in St. Louis.
Oh man, we got a bunch of them.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
One, but Miley, shout out to Miley. We got to get that out there. Chonghua, you got a lot of them.
I heard we're known for barbecue, and you're known for Chinese food.
We got some of the best Asian food in on the planet, bro. On the planet, hands down.
All right, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out.
Definitely.
I'm gonna go to St. Louis, so I'm gonna check it out. What time's your alarm set?
You have to get a St. Paul.
St. Paul?
I don't know if you never had a St. Paul sandwich. Do you like shrimp?
Oh, yes.
Do you like shrimp or chicken? You have to get, I don't eat pork, but if you eat pork or something like pork or beef, I don't eat red meat, but I like the shrimp St. Paul and the chicken St. Paul. It's a sandwich that's basically an egg sandwich, but it's based on, like, it's phenomenal. And you got to put the sweet and sour sauce on it right before you eat it. You're gonna love it. It's incredible. It's incredible.
St. Paul sandwich. I'm getting it.
Shrimp St. Paul. Shrimp.
All right. Shrimp St. Paul.
Shrimp or chicken. Shrimp or chicken St. Paul. Whichever one you prefer.
I'm gonna try one of each. Well, and then I'll get back with you.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
What time's your alarm set? 2 more questions. What time's your alarm set?
Just depends on where I'm at and what I'm doing. I don't know. Hopefully it's not set and I can sleep in.
There you go.
I can sleep in.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Last question. Who's your best friend? Who's Nelly's best friend?
My best friend. My best friend. Man, I mean, obviously I'm gonna say my girl, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would say my kids, but they think I'm just this old guy. You know what I mean? They just say I'm just this old guy at this point. But yeah.
You're a smart man. Nelly, I appreciate the time. Again, the new single, Little Bit, out now with FGL. Yeah. Coming later this summer. I'd love to talk to you again, obviously, when you drop the new album, Heartland, or the EP, excuse me. We'll talk very soon. Nelly, thank you so much again for chatting with us today, man.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it.
Have a great one. Thank you guys so much for checking out our interview with Nelly. It would mean so much to us if you would subscribe, like, and even share this video. Even hit the notification so you can see more interviews like this. Like Nelly said, you got to check out the shrimp or chicken St. Paul sandwich. I'm going to try it out. Thanks for watching, guys.